Hey.
Did you know it's cold in there?
Yeah.
Must be an American thing.
It's not.
But wait, watch this.
Prince Harry, though, has become the punchline of a Saturday Night Live joke. Let's have a look.
South Park just declared war on Meghan Markle again, but this time, they're not holding back. In a brutal twist that even her harshest critics didn't see coming, Meghan's bizarre viral pregnancy video has sparked what might be the most savage parody in South Park history. It's loud, it's chaotic, and it's got Meghan's team in absolute meltdown mode behind the scenes.
Let me grab this part.
Fuck.
Ooh, sorry, that's all he says.
Stop!
The creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, aren't just poking fun. They're building a full-blown DEI special, complete with ruthless callbacks, ultra-realistic animation, and a hospital scene that's already being called career-ending by some insiders. Meghan's legal team is allegedly firing off threats. Paramount is doubling down. And South Park? They're loving every second of it. From fake baby bumps to Cartman Kennedy screaming about feminist energy.
I'm back by changing our brand. All right, and I do see you're in our database, but you didn't first get help at this Cumhammer location? No, my wife went to one in California as a child. Ah, okay, then you must be in the national system. Oh yeah, is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim. Yeah, that's totally me.
The satire hits harder than anything we've seen before. And the worst part for Meghan, the more she pushes back, the funnier it gets. Because to South Park, her outrage is just more material. And if you thought the Respect Our Privacy saga was brutal, this next chapter is going to be explosive. It all started with a video, one that Meghan Markle likely thought would be seen as raw, powerful, and empowering. Instead, it exploded across the internet for all the wrong reasons.
The Duchess of Sussex shared a rare video of her and Prince Harry dancing in a hospital room in an effort to induce labor.
Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, Meg. Shut up, British Meg. Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
In the now infamous clip, Meghan appears in a hospital gown, dancing and twerking with what many viewers pointed out looked suspiciously like a fake baby bump. The video was shared first on Instagram, but it didn't stay there long. Within hours, it went viral, shared, mocked, and dissected by every corner of the internet. But instead of applause, she was hit with a tidal wave of backlash. People weren't inspired. They were uncomfortable, confused, and in many cases, outright furious. What should have been a celebration turned into a spectacle.
Meghan, your friends are so interesting.
You have a lovely home.
Yes, it's Buckingham Palace, you fucking idiot. What a stupid thing to say.
Jesus.
These are my girlfriends.
Major studios took notice, and not in a good way. Insiders say companies like A24 and even Paramount began pulling away from Meghan, suddenly going quiet on any pending collaborations. The backlash wasn't just social, it was professional. And in Hollywood, when momentum shifts, it moves fast. Meghan's already fragile image, built on curated vulnerability and carefully crafted moments, cracked under pressure.
Now, there is no doubt about it that Meghan Markle's viral video created a new negative wave of backlash against her that resulted in many other studios actually deciding to put any kind of affiliation with her either to a halt or firing her directly. That's exactly what happened with both Paramount and A24.
But the backlash was just beginning. Trey Parker and Matt Stone have made a career out of roasting the absurd, the overhyped, and the performatively outraged. And Meghan just handed them gold. In response to her viral video disaster, South Park launched development on a brand new DEI-themed special, with Meghan front and center. And the segment grabbing the most attention? A ruthless skit titled Respect Our Pregnancy, a direct sequel to their infamous Respect Our Privacy takedown that already had Meghan and Harry spinning months ago. But this isn't a one-liner jab or background reference. It's a full-blown scene set inside a hospital, featuring an animated Meghan stuffed belly, and all twerking, dancing, and hamming it up for the camera. The character parodies her real-life viral clip almost shot for shot, but with South Park's signature exaggeration dialed up to 11. And the message couldn't be clearer. the creators are calling out the performance behind the performance.
Both Parker and Stone already have the parody written and are actually working on how it will be illustrated and animated, and it is already labeled as Respect Our Pregnancy. Surprisingly, Paramount recently agreed to create a parody version of the Meghan Markle viral video where one segment of the DEI special is going to serve as a spin-off of the Respect Our Privacy bit.
It's not just about Meghan being cringy. It's about the way her image is choreographed for clout, applause, and faux empowerment, and what happened next would rattle the entire industry. The parody isn't just cruel, it's layered. In true South Park fashion, the Respect Our Pregnancy scene goes off the rails fast, blending chaos with scathing commentary. The hospital setting transforms into a full-blown production set, where South Park's core characters, Cartman, Kyle, Stan, and Kenny, play the behind-the-scenes crew.
Welcome to my home. Well, it's not my home, it's a set actually, but welcome to my set. You know, it's actually so funny that you keep calling me Meghan Markle. I'm Sussex now. I take these, and we're gonna take them out of the box.
Cartman takes the spotlight, reprising his role as Cartman Kennedy, a parody of Lucasfilm exec Kathleen Kennedy from a previous special. He's the director this time, barking ridiculous orders like, "Give me more feminist rage," while Meghan's animated character performs take after take of cringy, over-the-top dance moves. Kyle clumsily holds a boom mic, Stan adjusts spotlights mid-twerk, and Kenny, well, he's mostly there for the chaos. Every element of the sketch mocks the artificiality of modern celebrity culture, where even supposedly intimate moments are scripted, staged, and optimized for viral performance. A fake bump, the spotlight, the perfectly timed camera swoops, none of it feels accidental.
Yes, took them out of the box, put them in some other packets, which seems to be Meghan's idea of cooking.
Could it be a mystery for the ages?
And that's exactly the point. This isn't just a dig at Meghan, it's a carefully orchestrated attack on the machinery behind her image. And Meghan's reaction? That's when things really cracked wide open. The moment Meghan got wind of the South Park special, the gloves came off. According to inside sources, she didn't just express disapproval. She went into full crisis mode. Legal letters were allegedly drafted, threats were issued, and her team began frantically reaching out to Paramount execs and South Park studios. Her demand? Pull the segment. Immediately. But here's the problem. Trey Parker and Matt Stone don't fold. Not for celebrities, not for politicians, not for anyone. And legally, Meghan didn't stand a chance.
Amazing, right? This might be the smallest palace I've ever been in.
An apartment, so.
Yes, an apartment palace, I know that.
Parody is protected under U.S. law, and South Park has been dancing on that legal tightrope for decades. They've faced lawsuits, protests, even bans in multiple countries, and still kept going. Meghan's outrage didn't scare them. It fueled them. Sources claim the writers actually leaned harder into the script after the warnings came in, treating her backlash as more material to mine. The more she pushed, the funnier they made it. And to make matters worse, Paramount wasn't exactly on Meghan's side either. They didn't just ignore her demands. They started ramping up plans to promote the special. But this wasn't just defiance. It was strategy. Paramount saw an opportunity and took it. Instead of running damage control or quietly backing away, executives reportedly leaned into the drama with full force. Internally, they recognized the Meghan parody as a lightning rod for attention. After the massive success of South Park's previous Privacy Tour episode, they knew the formula. Controversy equals views. And Meghan, knowingly or not, was giving them exactly what they needed.
Won't speak to me because of this security stuff. But it would be nice to reconcile.
If you think about it, Meghan got everything she wanted. She got the husband, she got the children, she got the HRA, she got everything that allowed her to rise up and to have that global recognition that we know how badly she wanted that.
While her team scrambled to contain the fallout, Paramount began mapping out a strategic rollout. Plans for a teaser trailer began circulating, with insiders hinting at a short, animated promo set to drop as early as July, long before the special even airs. Behind the scenes, the studio quietly prepared for potential backlash with contingency PR in place, but their stance was clear. They weren't pulling the plug. not this time. This wasn't just another sketch. The DEI special had become a flagship event. And the more headlines Meghan generated about her outrage, the more buzz the project gained. It was a perfect storm of satire, scandal, and marketing gold. Meghan had hoped to silence it. What she did instead was amplify it. But beneath all the mockery, South Park was making a much deeper point. At first glance, it might look like just another savage South Park roast, but look closer, and the layers run deep. Meghan isn't just being mocked for twerking in a hospital gown, she's being held up as the poster child for something far bigger. The influencer industrial complex, the curated vulnerability, the endless need to control public narrative while pretending to reject it.
Down with the motorhead! Where does all my privacy? Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting?
Trey and Matt are using satire not just to entertain, but to dissect. And in this case, their target is the entire illusion of authenticity. Through exaggerated chaos and ridiculous characters, they're asking a blunt question. When everything is staged, what's real? Meghan's viral video, with its overproduced feel and awkward tone, became the perfect symbol of that question. South Park's hospital scene plays like a mirror. Distorted, yes, but undeniably accurate in how it reflects the performative nature of celebrity realness. Even the segment's name, Respect Our Pregnancy, is a biting reminder of how public figures demand privacy while broadcasting their lives in high definition. It's not just Meghan under the microscope. It's the culture that built her image and rewards this level of curated chaos.
I want to play you the first of these South Park clips and get you to react.
We want privacy! We want privacy! Hey, thanks for having us on the show. It's so awesome to be here. It's great. So you hate journalists. That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. So you're a journalist.
But fans weren't exactly on the same page. As clips and leaks from the upcoming special began to circulate, fans wasted no time taking sides. On one end, longtime South Park viewers praised the creators for returning to their roots raw, unapologetic satire that doesn't flinch. For them, this was the show doing exactly what it does best, calling out hypocrisy, mocking performative activism, and tearing into the public personas built for social media applause. They saw the Meghan sketch not as cruel, but necessary. A cultural gut check aimed at the celebrity machine. But not everyone was laughing. A vocal group criticized the pregnancy angle, calling it mean-spirited and borderline offensive. They argued that mocking a woman during what's typically seen as a private, vulnerable moment crossed a line. Meghan's defenders labeled it an attack on motherhood and used the outrage to push the narrative that media portrayal of women, especially women of color, was still deeply problematic. That division only intensified the buzz. On social media, debates erupted, videos were made, think pieces launched, and just like that, South Park had done it again.
Look at this town. There's just something about it. Oh, darling, I think this might be the place. You really think so? We can have a fresh start here. Can we? Can we rally him up here and finally have our own privacy? My love, I will do anything for your privacy.
Ignited a cultural conversation by walking the tightrope between satire and shock. And as the animation style leaked, things got even more personal. One of the most jarring elements of this upcoming special isn't just the writing, it's the animation. According to insiders, Trey and Matt made a deliberate choice to move away from South Park's traditional cartoonish style. No more bouncy heads and flappy mouths. This time, Meghan and Harry are drawn with unnerving realism. Animators reportedly used references so close to the real couple that staff on the project called it creepy accurate. Every detail, from Meghan's facial expressions to the hospital gown, was rendered to be unmistakably her. Why the change? Because this sketch isn't satire at a distance. It's up close, intimate, brutal. The realism is a message in itself. We're not just mocking an idea, we're mocking you. And that's what's making the Meghan camp squirm the most. When the parody feels this real, it stops being just a joke and starts feeling like a statement, and a dangerous one. This new animation style is South Park turning up the volume, not just to humiliate, but to deconstruct, to show the audience, frame by frame, how much of Meghan's authenticity is really just carefully staged theater. And with the special dropping soon, there's only one question left. The DEI special is rumored to premiere by late August or early fall, and when it does, it won't just be another South Park episode. It'll be a cultural detonation. Meghan's team is reportedly weighing their options, debating whether to strike back publicly with an op-ed, a carefully curated interview, or a social media campaign framing the parody as an attack on women and motherhood. But they're caught in a trap. Because the moment Meghan responds, South Park wins again. This is what Trey and Matt do. They create controversy that feeds on its own backlash. Every legal threat, every outraged post, every think piece about going too far becomes another punchline. Meghan's instinct to control the narrative is exactly the flaw they're exposing, and she's playing right into it. Whether she stays silent or fights back, the sketch is already locked in. The storyboards are finished. The segment is done. And the internet? It's just getting started. South Park didn't just roast Meghan. They captured a moment in time. A moment where image trumped substance, where viral sincerity came off as hollow, and where even a pregnancy could be staged for likes. And they didn't just make fun of it, they turned it into satire that cuts deeper than any headline. Meghan lit the match. South Park built the bonfire.